the only one, and the rains will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall, and no one else can see. Preservation of the martyr and me. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. You guys are a little cloudy. I'm going to. All right, hopefully, yes, that has worked, and we are ready to go. So, guys, for those of you that don't know, this is a little bit of a new thing that I'm doing. I have been getting a lot of, I have been getting a lot of complaints saying, "Hey, your streams are too long. I can't watch like 3 hours worth of streams each day." So, fair point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing my normal videos, but in the beginning of the stream, I'm just going to talk for 8, 10, 15 minutes, and the rest will be a Q&A. So guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. It is I, the real Randy Chavez. Bro hugs for everyone, and everyone say hello to Dashi, hello Dashi. So outside of that, what I have been getting every single video, every single comments, every single message, every single notification has been, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What do you think of Safe Moon? I did Safe Moon. What do you think of... So I decided, like, every once in a while, if you do if you do enough super chats, you'll get this. Shout out to Raythax. Now, one of the big things that not just Raythax, but a lot of people mentioned this morning was Shiba or SHIB, Sierra Hotel India Bravo. That's something where so many people this morning mentioned it. I think I might have heard of that once or twice beforehand, but I never actually like paid too much attention there. So what I did was I went and I said, okay, enough people are talking about it. I definitely have enough super chats with it. Let me go do a deep dive on it. So I did a deep dive, and it's kind of like Doge on steroids, which is good. It's interesting. It's fun. It's something where you have a large supply, a very large supply, but the fact that they want to be able to do stuff with it, it was kind of made up as a joke. And what you're seeing right now is why Robinhood and why Coinbase listed Doge is because they didn't want to miss out on the hype that was building on that. After Saturday, there was 3 different ways where Elon Musk kind of duped it out. Now, one of the ways was that he happened to go and say, like, he happened to say that he has Asperger's, so he's on the autistic, he's on the spectrum. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but some people are just like, oh yeah, I'm not going to take anything he says seriously. Like, what the actual fudge? Because if anything, take it more seriously. That means his brain works in a different way and is just can do things that we can't do. If that wasn't obvious, I am being one of the smartest men in the world. Another thing that happened is that his mom happened to say, go and right back. Speak of the devil, sold all my SHIB so I could buy more Earth 2, OMI, and CRO. So I'll continue on SHIB and I'll get to CRO. That's great that you did that. So yeah, I'm going over it now. Another reason why I left Doge is because his mom said, for Mother's Day, you're not going to get me Doge, are you? He's like, yeah, I am. And then even though he had said, like, in his really happy voice, like, Doge to the moon, in one of his skits, he did say that it's basically a hustle. It's basically, it's fiat, it's worth $1. It's basically a hustle. So during that whole skit, Doge went down and people were just looking, okay, where can I go and I put this money? One of the places was SHIB, SHIB. It is basically a shortened version of Shiba Inu. That is the breed of dog that Doge is made after. And what happened was that it went from, if you bought a month ago or 10 days ago, it literally from like last week, it like 3x'd. And then I think Raythax got the bulk of it. He like 10x'd his money or something. It within a month, just bananas. So I also think why Binance is going to release it. When I say Binance is going to go and list it on their website as well. Not because they think it's going to be super long term, although it might, because again, I think people are kind of getting tired of Doge. What it's doing is that it's going to take a page out of the playbook of Coinbase and a page out of the playbook of Robinhood, and they say, so many people are talking about this. Even on like the Reddit and all the groups, it went from like 25,000 to 50,000 or 20,000 to 40,000. So it doubled already, and there's still like almost no people in it. Again, 40,000, not a lot of people. So they said, oh, this is going to be huge. They're memeing about it on Reddit. They're doing all this. They don't want to miss out. So Binance is listing Shiba, and that will bring it, again, billions of dollars pass through there. Will it be a pump and dump? Short term, probably. Yeah, short term, almost absolutely. Again, there should be a correction already because it 10x over the past couple days, or over the past couple weeks. So Raythax did a beautiful thing. He went and he got he $2,000, made a whole bunch of money, sold everything, and is now putting it all into, what'd you say? Earth 2, OMI and CRO. I did buy another 748 plot in Antarctica. It is a little south of where Chaveztopia is, still connected to Chaveztopia, but again, we can't build north. We're talking about Earth 2. We cannot build north. We cannot go to Chaveztopia because north of that line, that red line, is international territory. That international territory is something that you're going to pay like $6, $7 per tile, whereas below that you're only paying $1.67 per tile. So that's something why if we want to build, yeah, we could build. We have to fill in, definitely. We have Chavez East, Chavez West, whichever way that is, and we still have to fill in, which I've been doing but I feel like building south is definitely a good way to do that as well, because we have a whole continent beneath us. We don't want another person to try to box us in, another company or another, the Chavez Trading Company or Chavez Canto Project. Say we have a rival of, whoever else. We don't want them boxing us in. So that's my plans for that for now. Earth 2. And for those of you that missed the stream this morning, I'll go over real quick the silent partner that they had. Again, some people were working or sleeping this morning. A lot of people are asking about the silent partner. So I'll go over again real quick. Earth 2 does have a 50% owner in Shane and 50% owner in this guy, Tony Mira. He owns a construction real estate company. Very, very good at what he does, enough so where he could throw in 5 figures, 6 figures into this, maybe close to 7 to start this up. And as a result of that, he owns 50% of the company. And a lot of people are speculating. They're saying, like, okay, what happens if this guy decides that he doesn't want to live on Earth 1 anymore, wants to live solely on Earth 2, and now he wants a say in what everything's done? And okay, fair point. There is a possibility that this guy, who is such a titan on Earth 1, he goes to Earth 2 and says, nope, I want to control it. There can only be one kingpin, like from Daredevil. I don't think that'll happen. This guy has lived his entire life in Earth 1, and he's not 20 years old, not 30, 40, 50 years. I hope he's not 50 years old. He looks like he's 60-something years old. But again, he's I'm saying boomer. Yeah, probably boomer that just saw a very intelligent person that saw this is where the world is going, and he just wanted to be a part of it. He just wanted to say, hey, this is going to be my own corner of virtual reality. It's an infinite amount of space, but here in a confined space, I want to be able to have leverage in there. I want to be able to say, like, oh, well, I have a company that does this. And that's part of the reason I hypothesized why Shane did not take this company public. Again, he had a chance to take it public earlier, but he did not, probably because he only owns 50% of the company. Now, the 50% of the company that he owns, that Shane owns, potentially could be 100% voting shares. Again, you could do that with companies. You could have somebody own 50% of the stock, and the stock that they have could be non-voting shares. They did that back in the day with Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was, after he was forced out of Apple, was brought back in to save the company. They were a couple of months before going bankrupt. And at a meeting, at one of their Q2 or Q3 meetings, whatever it was, says, I brought in someone to help. And he shows Bill Gates up online. Everyone's like, boo, boo, because they were running him out of business. They every Windows that they had was going on. Sorry, every PC was not doing Apple. They were doing all Windows. So when he said, well, actually, yeah, he's helping us. He's going to be buying all of these shares, like I don't know how many millions of dollars worth of shares. Everyone again, boo, boo. And he's like, you guys are so dumb. You are so quick to jump and say, but like, let me tell you what my plan is. I gave him non-voting shares. And they're like, oh, yeah, very good job. Like, and what that means is that even though they own a certain amount of the majority, they make no decisions. They have no power. Is that happening here with Earth 2 and these guys? I'm not 100% sure. But again, we haven't seen him do anything. We haven't seen him be a presence. Most likely, this guy's just a very smart guy knows Shane as far as his work ethic and his just audacity, is just drive, and just like, I'm gonna bet on you. Like, whatever you're doing, you have that work ethic, and and I would do the same thing. I would do the exact same thing. So props to that guy. So moving on onto the CRO. CRO, I think, would be similar to was it GoChain or Chainlink? I keep forgetting which one. Long term, yeah, it's probably really good. It's not going to be one of those that's going to shoot up overnight. It's not going to be one of these altcoins, super hyper speculation, whatever. It's proven its worth, and it has I don't know how many billions of dollar market cap, and it has been 25 cents. Now it's not like 18 cents, 19 cents. CRO, and it will continue to grow steadily as time goes on. It's going to be the same kind of like, well, Bitcoin's probably going to spike. Bitcoin will double and triple again this decade. CRO probably will as well, but it won't be. It's not as volatile. If you look at, let's say, the last 30 days, it's actually down for the last 30 days. So you're probably, because it was up to like 25 cents. So you're buying it at a relatively good discount. Maybe that's over the last 3 months. So it'll continue to go this way. It's building a nice, strong base. And longer the base, the bigger the breakout, probably going to go up. So that's on with CRO that I've mentioned, that is, or that Wraithax and other people have mentioned as well. That is going to be something that's long term. I haven't put any money into SHIB or CRO right now. I'm stretched so thin right now. But I do have, like I said, short term, and I'm probably on to volatility. SHIB, yeah, that's going to be one that'll spike. It'll come down. You could probably trade that. I'm not smart enough to be like, I don't know which way that's going short term. Long term, yeah, I see that going, that doubling and tripling again. Again, CRO is more stable. You're not going to have these wild gains. It's not going to give you a heart attack. SHIB, they'll both go from here to here. SHIB is going to go like this, and CRO is going to go like this. Steady long term. So that's just what I see as far as the future. Those couple of things. So we had SHIB, CRO, Earth 2, and then let me get to OMI real quick. So on the thumbnail of this, you are seeing that the new drop for OMI, or for VV, will be Tokidoki. Most likely you're going to get, after this, again, they only announced it a couple days beforehand, you're most likely going to get Jurassic Park, NFL, maybe MLB. Cavell Anderson this morning, thank you guys for 10 likes. Cavell Anderson had broken the news saying they have MLB. So Major League Baseball, for those that don't know, and NFL, they have the Players Association. So they have already double the amount of sports that NBA Top Shots has. So already they are disrupting sports. They're disrupting collectibles. And this is probably also something, be advised, guys, that, again, high-end market here for me. In my world, in my network that I have, I know that some people that collect Pokemon cards also collect sports cards. And those same people see professionals at auctions, that, like, professional players buying their own rookie cards, professional players doing these types of things. So you have, I don't know whether it's them being vain or them just like, hey, this is really cool. I want one of my own. That's what's going to happen. You have these professional players that are going to get in here, which have not just $1 million in the bank, tens of millions of dollars in the bank. And that's just what's going to happen. Oh, another super chat from Wraithax saying, SHIB was me having too many Bloody Marys at the casino. I wanted to throw a gamble out there. Not a long option for me. Yeah, that's again, you might have sold at the right time, because growing this much really quickly might have had a correction. Growing that much in a if it went up like this, okay, that's fine, but it spiked. So there's a chance that I think it'll still correct before it goes on Binance. And then once it goes on Binance, I see that actually going really, not, I don't want to say to the moon, but I see that going a lot, because, again, anything that goes on Binance, you just have people that, whether on Wall Street or whatever, there's like, this is the next big thing. And it's similar to the .com bubble, where you have 100 of these altcoins, 3% of them are going to stick around. The rest are just going to die. And it's very hard to try to go and decipher which one. This long term, I don't know, but short term, yeah, it's got a lot of potential short term, even after it already 10x or 13x, 18x, whatever you got in your return. So I do see that as, like, that's something I would be comfortable putting in a couple grand in, even now, even after you cut out selling all that. CRO, same thing. Again, long term though. Just because a couple grand I can afford to lose. I can, it's not that big a deal. If I put in 10 grand, that kind of hurts. 5 figures. I try not to do anymore unless it's Earth 2, OMI, Bitcoin, or I guess Tesla. Honestly, if Tesla goes below 600, I might buy some more again because it's so cheap. But yeah, so be prepared, guys, for Vive Collectibles to have these different types of things. They're going to have, like I said, Tokidoki is the first run, which in Japan, that gets sold out immediately. That gets sold out anything that happens. And then, like I said, you have MLB, you have NFL, you have Jurassic Park, you have Star Trek, anything on CBS. If they have CBS, then it's possible that we get Big Bang Theory stuff. And there's so many. That show ran for like, what, 11, 14 seasons, something like that, 12 seasons. So you have 10 plus years of that show, all those characters going on those collectibles site. Again, if they decide to do that. Again, they do have partnership with CBS. So again, CBS has football, but if they have Marvel, most likely they're going to have Disney. And with that, Disney, don't just think of Disney characters. They own ABC. They own ABC Family. They own ESPN. They own all of these different things. So Disney is not just the characters that we've known and loved over the past 100 years, even though it's so much more. So anyway, I'm going to, now that the first part of the video is done, I'm going to go and read everyone's comments now that we're 16 minutes behind. Oh, pop-out chat works good. Hello, Ty Anderson. How's it going? Daddy Dollar says, OMI and E2 gang, let's get it. So for those of you that do not know, I had somebody that got a, quote, the real Randy Chavez, end quote, tattoo. And that is the first of many. I do believe that there could be more people doing that. There will be, I did do a four-figure giveaway and it happened to be Daddy Dollars as a subscriber, not even Patreon members, just normal subscriber, happened to be that. It was a plot in Chaveztopia, either on Main Street or right near Main Street. And in order to replenish that, I bought a giant plot into south of Chaveztopia, just to replenish that. So again, the giveaways are done. If I want on social media, I'll go try to put a link to that or wherever, or you can see on my profile, where it happened. So moving on. Oh, Evil Hung, hello, how's it going? Ricky Britt says, hello there, the real Randy Chavez. Hello there, Ricky Britt, how's it going? Squid Cat, what's going on? Says, my Safe Mars doubled in one day. My Safe Moon trading sideways. Yeah, Safe Moon short term, I don't like. Again, even though short term it could go, like this, the reason I don't like it is just because it has so many hurdles to go through. If you want to do a Hail Mary long-term bet and it succeeds, yeah, it actually could go to the moon. But sure, there's just too many variables that I don't have control of, that I don't feel too comfortable with. So that's why I'm not doing that. But Safe Mars is interesting. Like I said, there's a bunch of different altcoins and things that, out of 100, 3% of them will succeed. The rest will not. Niza Game says, good evening, guys. Meow, meow, meow. Niza Games, meow, meow. Oh, and we have another one. Raythax says, Chaveztopia NFTs for special privileges. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't made one yet. Actually, what I could do, I guess I'll trade one of my things to Raythax. If you have the Atomic Hub, I guess if you want number, let me know if you want Raythax. Shoot me a message if you want like a couple of the higher ones that I have, like 38, 39, 40, or do you just want like number 12? I'll give you your pick on that because you super chat a lot, like the majority of my super chats. But yeah, other NFTs from Chaveztopia. Well, we are going to have all these NFTs in a museum and all these cards. But yeah, you can most likely in the future, probably a couple years from now, bring your NFTs from VV2, Earth 2. But other NFTs made from Chaveztopia. There was one art NFT that was made. It was like almost like if Chaveztopia had a Chinatown. I forget who did it on Instagram, but it was really cool, and they had the Chaveztopia like logo in there and everything. It was really fun. It was really legit. I'll let you know on the NFTs what my brain comes up with. It might be a Dashy NFT. It might be me with the beard. I don't know, because there are going to be statues like that as well that people want. They want they want my beard to guide them to gloriousness. Friends, subscribers, all crazy, and I love them. Neither Game says, you were right about Doge all along, and he confirmed it on Saturday night. 1,000 tiles sold today in Antarctica. Was it Chaveztopia? 1,000? No. Well, I did buy 1,000 in Antarctica. Oh, not that much. I bought close, maybe like 800 because I did that 4-figure giveaway and that was like 700ish tiles. So yeah, a lot of things was done in Chavez today. A lot of big moves being made, a lot of 4-figure deals going down. Again, that's the thing you can expect from Chavez. But yeah, like I told you guys, Doge I did not like, and again, I didn't like it though at 4 cents and 7 cents, and it's probably settling down at what 30-40 cents. I mean, it went up to like 70, I think. So again, short term, I was wrong. Long term, probably yeah. Like I said, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that a lot of people are going to get burned. Yeah. So I will call it out when I see it. Again. And right there saying Shiba was too many bloody bears. Right there. Next time we go to Vegas, come with. It's gonna be great. Ty Anderson, as I will help hold the fort in South for sure. Defense weapons will be super sweet over there. Heck yeah, they will. Ice powers for the win. If we can like battle our monster like NFTs like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that'd be amazing. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh recently in my downtime. It's really fun. It's something I kind of watched when I was a kid, but I didn't get too into it. It's really fun. It's really creative the way they do things. Christian Arlano says, nothing happening on Earth 2. It's dead. Admit it. We had 4-figure deals go down today. 2 of them in Chaveztopia. So do not tell me that it is dead. There is, like I said, news different. You can't go a week without different news articles mentioning Earth 2. Without again, you have your actual own Earth 2 happener, Earth 2 news outlets, people making content every single day about it. So you can't say it's dead. It's like this isn't a comeback. We've been here for centuries. I forget who rapped that, but yeah, that's pretty much what Earth 2 is. And I do laugh at some of the. I don't know if that was a troll. That was a good troll. Like, congrats on that. But no, it's not. You have people like predict over the last couple months putting in over 300,000. You have people like the Joker putting in 6 figures in. So and you have that Italian coffee chain that's coming in as well. So there is no shortage of money flowing in. There is no shortage of announcements coming out. Like they had the credit card announcement, and soon after that we're going to get a crypto announcement, and then soon after that we have phase 2. So there's a lot of things in the pipeline. So it is definitely not dead. If you want to sell, by all means, go and sell. We'll take the rest of those. Like I said, I just put in over $1,000 today on Earth 2, so buying more Chaveztopia. So if it's dead, it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty interesting to see be the only one on Earth 2, which would never happen. And it's too strong of a fan base. It's too wide. It's too deep. That would never happen. But that would just be so cool. That would be amazing. Just have the entire world to myself. Maybe if it goes down one day for maintenance and sneak in and I go, that'd be fun. Joe Don says, Buenas noches, amigo. ¿Qué tal, señor? Quachoto says, Randy, what's popping? What's going on, Quachoto? I'm just doing my things here. Yeah, so right there. Chaveztopia NFTs for special privileges, 100%. I might have to give one to Oliver Jones Music, because he does a lot of cool singing, and I want him to do the opening ceremony for Chaveztopia, Winter Olympics, Chaveztopia Normal Olympics, because again, you're going to have these giant places that you can take these tiles and terraform it. So that would be really cool to have all 4 seasons in Chaveztopia, have the Summer Games, have the Winter Olympics, and when they're not being used, use them for Warring World. That'd be really fun. That'd be a lot of cool. A lot of cool. We're learning today. I didn't have anything to drink, I swear. Christian Velasco says, "Sup, Randy? Are you better of your voice?" Not 100%. But yes, much better than I was this weekend. For those of you that don't know, I had a wedding on Saturday, not mine. It was a friend of mine's that I've known for about 19 years. It was great. I lost my voice screaming. We had so much fun drinking in the limo. We took pictures. It was a whole grand thing. I feel bad for girls on weddings because apparently the girl wedding bridal party, they all just were getting their hair done from 8:30 in the morning till 3. They were just so busy, and guys one over time we were watching fishing before they went fishing in the morning before I got there. And we were just chilling. We were gonna play Mario Kart if we had time. It was fun. Frankie Boy 261 says the whole market is down right now. Let's hope OMI is bear market proof like people are predicting. Oh yeah, I did actually put a couple hundred more into OMI, so I have 5.6 million OMI now. So yeah, I put a lot. So I spent more money today than I had. I have again I put in 4 figures into Chaveztopia. I put in a couple hundred into OMI. Yeah, I really need Monday to come so I can get sell more Pokemon cards. I actually did sell a Pokemon card. Venusaur base set 2. It's like $100, I think. It wasn't graded or anything, so it's probably worth a bit more than that. It took a little bit of hit, but or not a hit. I bought it really cheap. I just when I sold it, it was just could have definitely sold for more. But yeah, I agree. This is something where the price doesn't make sense. The only reason the price might make sense now is because you had some of the owners of VV, they'd liquidated some OMI, and that's it. Again, with all these announcements, all these crazy things. But this is good news. Once they drop Tokidoki, this burn is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be insane, and I can't wait for it. I'm here for it. Oh, moving on. Giovanni Lahore says it's on Binance already. Oh wait, what's on Binance? Is it Shiba? Is Shiba on Binance already? Oh, no wonder it's gone up through, through the moon. Cassius Clay rocks forever. Heck yeah. When I was younger, when I was small, SMOL, I actually modeled a lot of my fighting technique from Muhammad Ali, just kind of that longer reach. I was skinny when I was younger. I was not this large. I was very thin, and yeah, so I was the same height. I was like 5'9", yeah, 5'9", and like 130 pounds. So picture me minus 60 pounds. Yeah, I was that thin. So it was just trying to do that, and then as I got older and got a little heavier, then I kind of try to incorporate more a little bit. Still more head movement, but along like the Mike Tyson type of bob and weave a little bit, which because it takes a lot of energy to bounce around, not even just in front, side to side away from people, and if you can get them to match you, step for step, where you're doing 4 steps every time they're doing 4 steps, yeah, that's great. My endurance is great, but if they're only doing 2 or 3 steps for your 4 steps, like, oh, this is not going to be good at all. So I had to switch. Yeah, I was fighting people taller as I was gaining weight. It's like, oh, my lactic acid is building up. King Tech Ops says, is there a schedule for shaving and regrouping the beard, Randy? No, I just shaved this week for the wedding, and they made me take acetone and clean up my nails. There's not enough in here for a whole other coat, but yeah, so they made me clean that out. I was really salty about that. But there's no real schedule. I might see. I want to keep it clean shaven for summer, but there are so many people when I shaved it, they're just like, I'm not even gonna comment on that beard. I'm so hurt. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh, I mean, I meant to, but I didn't mean to hurt everyone's feelings. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted on what I'm gonna do. King Tech Ops, I love you. Growling. Oh, growing. Yes. Chema Chakmul says Disney owns The Simpsons, right? Actually, yes, they do. Fox used to own them, but during the acquirership, the partnership, what they did was they had gone and acquired pretty much the rest of Marvel that they didn't have. Like they had Fantastic Four, they had Silver Surfer, all these other people, and then they acquired The Simpsons as well. Oh, speaking of Tech Ops down there, I was just over at Guidebook Gaming watching their stream. They do Class 1 giveaways, multiple Class 1 giveaways every single day, and it's I also announced, if he's here, if he's not, link down below for Guidebook Gaming. Their Twitch stream is just absolutely phenomenal, so consistent, more consistent than mine because I do it every day. I do streaming Monday through Friday, but then on Saturdays and Sundays, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, sometimes normal videos. But I did. They were saying they were balling out, saying like, yeah, if we make like $1 million, we're gonna give away, or $10 million, we're gonna give away like a Corvette or a house or whatever. And when I know it's gonna happen, when I pass the $1 million threshold on Earth 2, I will do a 5-figure giveaway. So today was a 4-figure giveaway. It was over $1,000, but the next giveaway I do at that range, when I reach $1 million in Earth 2, will be 5 figures, and it will be only on the Earth 2, the Guidebook Gaming Twitch stream. So it'll be there. It will take probably some time. Well, it might not. I mean, in the next year, again, me making $1 million does not mean me having $1 million net worth. I could, let's say, have $200,000 net worth, and then as far as making money, whether it's ad revenue or foot traffic, or people come from games or whatever, resource selling. Once I actually make that, again, gross profit, I'm not talking about net, talking about actually make that, that's when I'll do it. So it could potentially be in the next year or two. So it might be a little wishful thinking. I don't know. Claude Shoto says, any news on the Trophy Kang trade? No, I even asked him. I was like, listen, for those that don't know, Trophy Kangaskhan is my prized Pokemon card.
that I do not want to sell, but I have to sell because there's too much opportunity with OMI, Earth 2, and Bitcoin. I just can't not do that. I can't not sell. So it'll right now the price agreed upon is about 350. The guy hasn't answered back. I was like, listen, if you don't have 350, you do like 325, and then give me some trade in value. Give me some cars to trade in. I don't want to do 300 and trade in because that could be a little disastrous because I have to put 150 into different things. In 150 into OMI, the rest into Bitcoin and Earth 2. So I'll keep you guys posted with that. So it is now a half hour. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Blue da boo dee da boo da dee da boo dee da boo da da boo dee da boo da dee da boo dee da boo da. This is those pyramids of Giza are looking tempting. So those are my Patreon members. So right there is another $5 $5 super chat saying pyramids of Giza are looking tempting. Are you gonna buy them? Are you gonna? And we're talking about Earth 2, right? We're not talking about anywhere else. That'd be something where the only familiarity I have with the pyramids of Giza is in the Mummy movie, or I think it's the Mummy Returns, where they have the kid, Alex, like whoosh right past the pyramids of Giza and whoosh right, So my intelligence and education. I'm not like formally educated at all. I have one semester of community college under my belt, and everyone else at that wedding was like educated. And I was like, oh my God, I am so dumb. And but thankfully, I had Danielle there, the veterinarian, my girlfriend veterinarian, who was like, see, I'm smart. I have a smart person with me. I love her so much. And the other thing, I think Gilmore Girls did an episode where they were in Europe, or Rory was, but are those the ones that have mummies? Are those the ones? I get so very confused with it. Tell me more about these pyramids of Giza. Are those one of the 7 wonders of the world? Again, I'm a little uneducated on that. Outside of that, the other things I did want to bring up, now that we're kind of half hour in, we're into it, only the true homies here now. Earth 2, $55,000. Right next with that $5 super chat. And $55,000 for pyramids of Giza. Oh, hey, Quad Shoulder, you're a proud college dropout yourself. All right, so I would, depends how much you have in Earth 2 already and what you want. Obviously, that could be. I don't think that's something that would be wiped, even though that is man-made, even though there's much speculation saying that it's aliens. But outside of that, what would you do there? For me, if I was on the pyramids of Giza, I would hollow it out. I would give tours. I might make it an escape room. Well, again, there's a couple pyramids, so you can make one a maze, make one an escape room, make it like, I forget the name of the movie, but there was a movie where these like tour guides, they went into the catacombs in Paris underground, and unless you're like a dwarf from the Mines of Moria or Lord of the Rings, you're not gonna. It's not too comfortable down there. It's a little claustrophobic. It's a little scary because there's drawings and stuff saying like go this way, but there's other drawings like there's weird sounds, there's animals, there's rats, and yeah, it could be scary. So if you do that, right, like what I would do is I would make it either an escape room, or if you didn't want to be that hardcore, make it a maze, or yeah, if you want to go balls out, just make it horror. Make it like an actual horror room where things pop out at you and just like oh. I wanted to do that. There was the horror place down in Texas where you have to spend like 4 hours filling out documents saying if I die, it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone's ever died. But supposedly like one of the most crazy horror things ever, and no one's ever completed it. I put in my name. I was like, listen, let me go. You supposedly get like $10,000 or $100,000 if you win, if you complete it. But the great thing was that they don't charge you anything. The only thing that they do, because the owners love dogs, which I love, is that in order to enter, you have to bring in like a bag of dog food, like a big bag of dog food, and they donate to the local shelter. So I thought that was great. So I was like, listen, I'm going to win, and when I win, I will give half to charity. I will give half, $100,000. I'll give 50 or whatever I net. I give half of it to Best Friends Animal Society, because at that point, like anyone who's been in the military is just like, You can literally kill me, and I do not get. Not that I don't care. I'm not. No, you don't need to call a chaplain or anything, but no, like we'll be like, cut me, burn me, tase me. Like I'm doing this for that money, because also for the animals too. So that's what I would do. Right, let me know what you would do if you go and buy those pyramids of Giza. It's 55 grand. How many tiles is that for 55 grand? Somebody let me know in the comments. Christian Aurelano says, true homie. Yes, I am a true homie. An OMI homie. Where's my curry at? Says, good morning, brothers. Good morning. Where's my curry at? How's everything going over there? We are having a lot of fun over here. We've been talking about buying pyramids of Giza for $55,000. I was really proud of my, 4-figure purchase of $1,000. Again, it's just in Chaveztopia where I have. But yeah, there's some. Oh, right there. So another $5 super chat says, one of them would be King of the Hill game with prizes. I would. Are you talking about King of the Hill, like a James Bond King of the Hill, where you have to be a part of this hill for like a minute or something, and people trying to shoot you? Whoever's down there for a minute gets the points. Yeah, that'd be. Capture the Flag was great. So one of my favorite. Everyone likes GoldenEye, which is fun. It's cool. It is exciting. It is a classic. But The World Is Not Enough was my game. N64. The snow level. You cannot beat me in that snow. I knew everything in that level. I just had the perfect places. I could not step. I could choose if I wanted to not step foot on any snow. I am that stuff. I was so good. Sorry, exploding ammo and just everything. Moving on. They can't keep getting away with it. Not another 50K purchase. Yes, where's my curry at? There is people with money here that are going to be making these epic 5-figure deals for one property. They can't keep getting away with it. So yeah, King of the Hill is really fun. For those of you that don't know, I'll explain it a little more clearly. King of the Hill, if this is what he's talking about, is you have a certain area. This certain, like, picture a circumference of whatever, it's a circle, and as long as you're on that circle, you're winning. It's kind of like if you just lost the game, sorry guys, I know it's probably been like years since anyone's lost the game. If you're not mentioning the game, if you're not thinking about the game, you're winning. If somebody mentions the game, you're losing. So as long as you're on that hill, you're winning. But if somebody shoots you, or if you die, or if you're not on that hill, and somebody else is, then they're king of the hill. Then they're winning. Normally, it has to be a certain amount of time, which could be really fun. I might do something similar in Chaveztopia with snowball fights. Your character can only take like 10 snowballs before they're knocked off the hill, and then whoever is on there gets there until somebody else does it. Yeah, so that'd be cool with teams. Laser tag type of things like that. That'd be so much fun. Oh, right, that's so smart. So outside of that, for those of you that do not know, I promised my friend Megan. Okay. My friend, for those of you that don't know, my friend Megan was engaged to my friend Nick. I met. Oh God, it's been 11 years ago already. Wow. No, 10 years ago. We went and got this is Score Bunny, and we went and got this at Build-A-Bear. He's very fat and he's very plump, and I promised her I'd show him. Also, happy birthday to my friend Kim. She is 30 today. I served with her. She is one of my best friends, and I love her. Oh God, Score Bunny attacked me. So. Moving on after that, Earth 2, the biggest plans I have for something that does worry me about Earth 2, not even about Earth 2, just Chaveztopia, is that if some big person where, let's say this billionaire comes in and they try to block me out. They buy all south of us. Because again, the people that have been building Chaveztopia have been normal people like you and me. There might be a couple millionaires in there. I'm not 100% sure, but we haven't had anyone come in with like Oprah rich money. Maybe Predict might be the closest, putting 6 figures in there, which is bananas. But yeah, having one of the 7 wonders of the world would be pretty intense, right there. So, $55,000 is a lot of money though. But if you're young and you plan to live the next 20 years, yeah, you could definitely make that back. But I think it might be, I don't know, because we're slow right now. We're baby Pokemon. We are Poliwags. We are Magbees. We're Pikachus. We have multiple evolutions to go. This is how crazy it is at a couple 100,000 people. when this 10x's, that could probably be one of the most brilliant moves out there. I'm saying that with me, I can't do that. I have to build up Chavez because that's what I promised my subscribers, my Patreon members, my everything. My first, my last, my everything. But I am worried about like a billionaire coming in and saying, "Oh, this is one of the big megacities that this giant YouTube star is talking about, or this one YouTube star of Earth 2 is talking about." I have like 2,800 subscribers. They buy all underneath me. They spend $100,000. I say, "Yeah, you can't go south anymore." I don't know what to do. We can't go north because then that would be like $7 a tile. So I am going to try to build, after I fill everything in. I'm going to try to build south and then see where that goes. Grandmaster Mawile says, "Do you know how many people the original devs founders were?" For Earth 2, I'm not 100% sure. You know how many people the original devs founders were? I know at some point they had a small team of like under 30 people. I don't know how many of those were original. I think the originals were probably just what you saw on the website. There was like 6-10 people that were all just coding, doing whatever. And then they had the money from, Tony Murrah, that silent partner guy. And then they started growing as needed. Because again, you plan something, for 5,000-10,000 people, a slow join, a slow burn, and then it goes up, 50, 100,000 people overnight. Like, oh God, scrambling. And that's what happened in December. Released in November, expecting a slow start, and then December, Quadshoto says, "You should upload Earth 2 vids." I do. I do, and now we're starting along the lines of, hey, so the first 15-ish minutes of my stream is specifically just my video that I want to talk about. The rest is just Q&A. So I still do. Actually, because I was going live so much, and it takes like a couple days to process, so I'm not able to share them like recently. I hadn't shared videos in like a week or so to anyone on Facebook, so they all thought like I died. Like, where is, like, there was people sending me posts like, "Where's the real Randy Chavez? Where did he go? Did he die? Did he sell everything? Did he quit?" I was like, "Guys, I've been going live." Like, "Oh, you don't subscribe to me," because literally like 60% of the people, my viewers, are subscribers. The rest just aren't subscribed to me. So like, what the fudge, guys? Subscribe. Yeah. So yeah, that's been happening. Crystal Stroud says, "Hi Randy, watching you from work." Oh, thank you, Crystal Stroud. That means so much. Says, "Any ghost stories coming soon?" You know what, Crystal Stroud? Because you asked, I'm going to make another ghost story soon. I'm gonna make it maybe tomorrow. Today's Monday or Tuesday. Today is, it doesn't say. All right, Monday. Yeah. Tomorrow I will do a ghost video just for you, Crystal Stroud. I have to find one though. Eros Guzman says, "Hey Randy, thanks for live videos. We love you." Oh, thanks, Eros Guzman. I love you guys too. We have some of the best partners here. We have some of the best people here in the world. I can't thank everyone enough for just viewing, making my. And I didn't want to at first. I didn't want to do any of these things at first. I just wanted to be like a news guy. I want to be an independent journalist. Just cover what was going on Earth 2, the potential things that could happen, and go and saying what I plan to do as well in there. And people are just like, get a Discord, okay, so I get a Discord, and I was like, make a megacity. And I was like, guys, megacities are huge, and it's like, and so many people do it. And again, I was working 2 businesses at this time. So it was so hard, but then it was so worth it because like, okay, well, I thought, well, this is how I can give back. What would be better for the community? So I did that, and then I was making YouTube videos a lot. It's like go live, and I went live once for like Logan Paul when it was confirmed that he was in, and then people were just like, hey, go live more, turn on super chat. So I did, enabled monetization. Where this channel goes really been from you guys, and that's been pretty fun. So Chris Telstroud says, "Yay, so excited. Much thank you." Meow, meow, meow. Yes, you are welcome, Chris Telstroud. I will try to find a good one for you. The Anasi's Goatman was really fun if you haven't seen that. Outside of that, yeah, any requests for other videos? I know I haven't done a Tesla video in a while or a Veterans React video in a while. So that's just something that I've kind of not skimped out on. But Pokemon I still make about that once a week for Pokemon. Quacho says, which do you have more faith in, E2 or OMI? Well, I mean, they're both gonna survive. I wish there was a way to invest in the VV company because they're probably making oodles of money. I mean, they're probably negative right now. They probably they definitely operated at a loss the last few years. Even now, even though they're making so much money, that they had to pay for the licenses probably with OMI, probably had to pay for the OMI and everything else with just startup funds. So they might have to repay everyone back. They might have a lot of debt. So if they went public right now, the stock would be pretty cheap because the company doesn't look good on paper, even though we know the future and we know it's going to go to the moon. Same thing with Earth 2. Earth 2 had a chance to go public. It did not. They might do an ICO, or when they do an ICO for their coin, the initial coin offering, that'll be a test of what the IPO will like. So if we're talking about the coins for each of them, short term, I would say whenever Earth 2 announces their coin, short term, that would be better than OMI. It's so hard to say though, long term, because the coin and the company can be viewed as separate entities, and you have OMI as at least attached. And why I like OMI over Shiba, why I like OMI over Doge and SafeMoon is because it's already attached to VV. It's already attached to a successful company that has all these licenses that nobody else has. And why I like Earth 2 over VPark and over After Earth, and why I like Earth 2's crypto is because, again, Earth 2, we already have a game here. So Earth 2's crypto, whatever it is already attached to the game. It's not like SafeMoon. It's like, we want to have a game. We want to have this. The same thing with VV's competitors. They want to have licenses and they want to have certain things, but they just don't yet. So that's what I'm thinking of as far as Earth 2. They are both, kind of when Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air says, I love you all differently, but equally. And you can tell he meant it. And I do. I mean it. I've invested about the same amount. I've definitely invested more time in Earth 2. But I might have invested a little more in OMI, just because OMI, I don't actually have to do much with the investment. I buy it and hold it and just sit it there. Earth 2, I'm actually going to have to manage that land. I'm going to have to manage those 20,000 tiles. I'm going to have to actually work it. So, again, I might not have to if I decide to rent some out. I'd rent some out in a lot of different countries. I think Aria Realty is one of the first people to have tiles in every single country. I think he completed that a little while ago. Moving on. I have more faith in. Again, they're both great. They're not going anywhere. They're both in multi-trillion-dollar industries, so I don't see them going. I don't see them going down. There's probably going to be more competition for things like Earth 2. There's probably going to be more because there's just going to be a lot more people in that space. As far as OMI and NFTs, there's not as much competition. There's going to be other NFTs, but not in the same way as Earth 2. And there's going to be more other. There's already virtual reality stuff, but again, not in the same echelon as Earth 2. Earth 2 is up here with the graphics and the fan base and everything. Everyone else is kind of like they're there already, but they're just in different playing fields. It's like SpaceX and Blue Moon. SpaceX is literally going to like Mars and the moon and everything, and Blue Origin can kind of just go to like past the stratosphere, maybe go up to the International Space Station. That's it. Even though they're both space companies, SpaceX is just up here. Blue Moon's down there, and same thing with Tesla and any other electric car company. That's pretty much how I see them. Did I get some Shiba? I did not get some Shiba. That's something that short term I think is good. If I had an extra, if I had already sold that card and I'd already put into Earth 2, OMI, and Bitcoin, and I had an extra $10,000, I'd put a couple grand into Shiba, and then a couple grand into CRO, just because again Shiba's more of a gamble. CRO is definitely a long-term hold, which I like, because that's something that's stable. I feel like I've been very much of a cowboy with all these high-risk stuff, but yeah, CRO is definitely something that's a little bit, again, a little more stable. Sojol KH says, are you selling Tesla stock for crypto, or are you still holding most of your position? Yeah, I still have 188 shares of Tesla. I probably won't sell until next year. Because I had that's when I can claim that long-term capital gains. If I sell this year, some of it's still going to be short-term. To my knowledge, I don't think I've bought any this year. I think for the most part, I've just been buying, crypto and everything. So I'll sell next year, and I'm not going to sell the whole thing. I'm just going to, depending on my income, if I don't need to, I'm not going to sell. But if I do need money for anything, that would probably be the first to go. I don't think I would sell any Earth 2. I don't think I would sell any OMI. Unless at that point OMI's like 30 or 50 cents. I might take a little bit off the table, but really not that. But again, that short-term capital gains tax, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I think it would probably have to be that, or maybe some of the rest of my Pokemon cards at that point. I'll keep you guys posted. Awesome input. Thank you, Quachoto. Thank you. Cinema Chakmul says, will Earth 2 become interplanetary or galactic in the future? That is something where, again, because we only have so many tiles in Earth 2 that we're allowed to buy, there is a chance that we have a Moon 2 and a Mars 2 or something along those lines. Mars will definitely be much bigger. Although right now, it would be hard to do that because you don't have buildings on Mars. You don't have any of these man-made or alien-made types of things like pyramids of Giza, pyramids of Egypt, all of these things that suspected aliens had built. It's not something that, again, this is kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Second Life was close, and that was the first. Can't forget where you came from. But yeah, Earth 2 is just on a whole other level. It came a couple decades later at a different time when we needed it. That's something that you just can't take away. Just the perfect combination of elements working together. But yeah, if this is successful, they might make a smaller planet, with maybe a little less water. Maybe it's a little more land. And yeah, because one population is going to keep growing, and we're going to go to Mars eventually. You might as well try to do it in virtual reality first. And also, you're going to have people that'll feel left out. Be like, I wish I would have got in then. Oh, here's your chance. Do Earth 2.0, Mars 2.0, whatever it is. That's something that I think will happen. Again, that's probably 10 years down the future, maybe even 20 years down the future, because from what we've heard, the developer said there's not going to be a phase 4, because after phase 3, they're just going to keep updating. They'll keep doing downloadable content and updating as much as they can for whatever they want. If they want to start fresh, they can start fresh, and it will probably be connected to Earth 2, and that would be great if it's like Civilization 5 or 6, you just, oh, now you have spaceship, now you can travel and colonize that way. So being able to go and get there would be very interesting, because there is going to be a lot of people. Like, we bought a good amount of tiles, and there's only a couple 100,000 users. Again, there's so many people in this world, and the GDP of the world's only going to go up. When you have people when you have things like solar panels, not to bring up Tesla too much, but they're going to have the batteries and solar panels. You have Bill Gates sending out vaccines everywhere. People get immunized, literally killed off polio. And you have, again, people like Elon Musk sending out satellites for Starlink so that everybody has internet. Again, I think a quarter minimum of the population of the world doesn't have internet. So you have this, and I think that's conservative. So you have this big untapped brain market, untapped internet market that has no idea what this is yet. A lot of the world is still in the second and third world. They don't have the comforts that we have in the first world, and that's only going to get better. Again, in 2000, the World Health Organization wanted to have poverty by 2015, and they did it by 2013. So they are there's a lot of political strife saying like, oh, well, the 1%, gets all this, and to their credit, that there's been a big difference. Gap has been widening between the 1% and everyone else, but that rising tide that capitalism provides, that raises all ships. Again, I would much rather be poor in 2021 than be middle class in 1990, because of how much better everything is. There is no better time to be alive than 2021. There is not. As that happens, the ability to make more money will be there, because again, people will be educated more. People will be making more money. The technology will be better. You're going to have a bigger network. You think the network is big now with social media. You just wait until the rest of the world has internet. You wait. It's going to get good. It's already good. Fleepy says, what kind of dog is Dashi? Dashi is like a Doberman, maybe like a King Corso Doberman mix. Yeah. The best kind. That's what Dashi is. You think Vive would ever move away from OMI to something else? They won't move away from OMI, They might, however, move to from GoChain to something else, maybe Ethereum. Ethereum gas fees are high right now, but they won't be forever when Ethereum 2.0 comes out. Possibly go to Cardano. I'm not sure where, but OMI they can't. That's their coin that they use, that they need to have NFTs. So that won't go wherever they go on the blockchain, wherever they go on Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. They're still going to have OMI. OMI, that's it forever. So yeah, Dougie Fresh says CRO looks like a good dip buy at 15.16 right now. Again, it's been up to like a quarter. It's been up to 25 cents. So if you want CRO, and again long term, which I like it long term, yeah, you could buy now and it can go. But you have to be aware that you could buy now, and then if a crypto winter comes and it goes to, like 3 cents, okay, dollar cost average, buy in there. Again, long term I do like it, but short term I have no idea where it's going to go. Again, it's already been at 25 cents, so that's what people are willing to pay for it. Like I said, long term, because it's not something new. It's been around for a while, so it's established itself, and as time goes on, it'll raise a little bit more. Just people get more confidence in it. Misfit Moore says, "How do you feel about the market value on E2? It's a bit irritating to check on net worth and see that big artificial boost." Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you sell. Like if you want to sell it right now, yeah, it's a buyer's market. So if you want to sell it and you want it to sell, you're gonna have to go and sell it at a big discount, 60-70%. And if that happens, again, I wouldn't do that. I just don't sell. I didn't even put in my credentials to see if I wanted to sell, because I don't want to. It would be stupid for me to sell. Again, if you're thinking about selling right now, don't. The only way I would sell is if I sell something else for like $8 a tile. Oh, I'll sell them for $4 a tile, get a bunch of money, and then at $4 a tile, let's say I sell 4 things, I get $16. Well, I can get like 30 different tiles, over here, that are only 50 cents. So that's what I would do. That's the only reason I would sell. I would not sell to pull money out. That I think is idiotic right now. That would be stupid. Just because, again, if you put in like $100,000 and $500,000 now, you want to take half. If you want to, sure. But I do think that would be a folly. That would be a mistake in my opinion. Sleepy says the moon is mapped out fully as well as most planets, so it's doable now. I mean, we might need to get some dark side. I don't think we know fully with dark side of the moon, everything on there. I mean, Transformers have, but no, I'm joking. Sorry, my throat. I'm gonna bounce in a few minutes just because my throat is dying. So yeah, I mean, if we wanted to do the moon, we probably could. The moon would be interesting because there, gravity. We would have a lot of fun with that. Have a lot of fun with the lack of gravity that there's on there. Where Mars, I think, would be super heavy. I think because Mars is bigger, it might have more gravity, or it might not. I don't know. Again, I'm not that educated on it, but we could have a lot of fun playing with that as well. Dougie Fresh says $1 OMI.X isn't out of the question, right? The circulating spot? No. Like I said, I think by 2020s we can get to $1. Like I said, end of the year, I see it by 10 cents. And we have this guy Taps Trades, who I have to talk to on Instagram, but I did talk. Whoever doesn't know who Taps Trades is, he does a lot of videos on OMI, or not a lot. He's done like 6 or 7 videos on OMI. He likes it long term. He thinks it goes to like 16 to 20 cents by the end of the year, and yeah, and he does this for a living. Like he crypto trades. I think he's retired, or he might not be retired, but he's close. But he also thinks that there's going to be a crypto winter. He's buying right now. He's been buying since I think like 0.008 cents. So 0.8 of 1 penny he's been buying at. It was a little bit higher than what I started buying at, but we're both buying the dip. And he's buying it because he thinks it goes to 16 to 20 cents by the third quarter. And around October, he thinks that's when the winter's coming and it's going to take an 80 to 90% haircut. And I was like, okay, well, if it does that, if it's at 20 cents at that point, then it goes to 2 to 4 cents. I don't think that'll happen. Again, I see it going to about 10 cents by the end of the year. And I don't think we're going to have a crypto winter. I don't think that this is something that has ever happened before. We have, again, trillions of dollar market, like $2.5 trillion, over $1 trillion, which is worth Bitcoin. So That's never happened before. Not in 2013, 2014, or 2017, 2018. When those other things happened, there wasn't these big institutions buying. So that's why I'm confident that we will not have a crypto winter, but it says we will. Either way, I'll just dollar cost average all the way down, and I'll be very, very happy. All right, so we have gone an hour. Let me do the. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. I do love Billy Joel. Again, I'll do a couple. SHIB is amazing. Yeah. So R8 says SHIB is amazing. So agreed that we have the short-term SHIB can go to the moon. I didn't even know it was listed on Binance. I thought it wasn't listed yet, but somebody said that it was. So I didn't think it was. I thought when it did, it was going to go to the moon. Maybe that's why it did. Somebody let me know if I'm right or wrong on that. Crystal Stress says, speaking of missing out, I can't convince most people I know to mine Pi. I think they'll find that they missed out big. Yeah, I don't get why people don't do that. Again, when I was working 2 businesses, YouTube videos, I would still mine Pi. I still mine every day. Why? Because I wake up and I mine it. That's it. That's all I do. I press a button, I invite, or I ping my other friends, and I think people are too small-minded. I think people are just thinking like some people are very gullible, and they'll believe anything. And then there's other people that are too close-minded that they think everything's a scam. They think like, oh yeah, oh I heard about that. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, I know someone that did that. Nah, it didn't work. Okay, well you knew somebody that was probably stupid that bought into something that was not right, and they didn't do their due diligence. They didn't do their 50 hours of homework like you're supposed to do on the subject. But they're not asking you for anything. I hate these things that say like, oh, this is a scam, this is a scam. They're not asking you for anything. They're not asking you to invest, not asking you to buy anything. You're literally pressing a button. It's like, oh, well, they're stealing your data. Okay, well, if they do, so is everybody. You think Facebook, you think any app you open is not taking your data and selling that? You dumb morons, those people. I'm sorry, I digress. I just, like, what, how stupid can you be? All right, so I think it's just people being small-minded, and again, you're just not gonna, you'll wind up pulling your hair out trying to convince them. So don't make YouTube videos, make content. Be like, oh, speaking of which, also for anyone that has not mined Pi, doesn't know what it is a cryptocurrency that you can mine on your phone. Wake up, you mine it, but you can't just go and download the app. Well, you can, you need to, but you need to use a referral code. My referral code is down below. Go use that to mine Pi, and you get a free Pi. I get a free Pi. We'll be in each other's parties, and I think that's something that will probably be around 10 cents a coin. When it comes out, it might take a big dip because there's a million people that have a bunch of coins and they want to sell. But at that point, when it dips, I'm probably going to buy because I see it as a big future. It has a very impressive white paper. It has the fact that you have a what do you call it? Three professors from Stanford that did it. So it's again very impressive. I enjoy it. They went out one. It takes almost. Yeah, it doesn't drain your battery. It doesn't slow your processing power that I've noticed or anything. Oh, Alex, good morning, my friendo. How's it going? So Alex, what I do now, if you didn't see it this morning, the first 15 or so minutes, I go and I say what I need to say, and then I start the Q&A. So that's what's going on, and then we just hang out for the rest of them. It's a lot of good stuff. So this way, people always get the they always get like the video first, what they need to, and the rest if they want to hang out, they can hang out. And then I drop a couple of gems here and there. Misfit Moore says, talking about moon/planet expansions, why not go the DC route and have multiple Earths? Possible too. Well, I think the DC route when you have multiple, DC Marvel route when you have multiple Earths is that, well, it's those same characters, but things are different, So, I guess you could, and this way you could have like the Eiffel Tower where the White House is supposed to be, and the White House, and where, Justin Trudeau lives. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be interesting. Multiple Earths that might be confusing though too. Whatever the developers decide, I'm in for. I'm in it. Random Rocha says, will Chavez Topia have strip clubs? I mean, at that point, if we just want pretty women to dance, I think there's going to be enough of that, just on the open market. Just pretty women saying like, "Oh, hey, come into my place and let me dance for you," and then you tip them, and that's probably what'll happen. I don't think we could advertise as an actual strip club. Maybe like a gentleman's club. Actually, there was a club. I forget where it was. It was called Liquor in the Front, where you drink, and it had cards in the back, like poker in the back. So that's what it was called. I forget where that was. Oh my God, where? Anyway, it could be something like that along those lines that we could try to do, like an innuendo, and pass it off as that, or like I said, gentleman's club. Aquawell says, "Hi, what did I miss? Just joined. Sorry. All right, so you joined about 10 minutes ago. Wow, I'm 10 minutes behind on comments. Basically, we went over that Shiba. Short term is going to be sporadic, but I like it because of the listing on Binance. Long term, CRO I enjoy because of the it's been around for a couple of years, and it's going to steadily grow upwards. I went over, for those of you that missed it this morning, Earth 2 has a silent partner, a 50% owner that no one's really ever heard of, called Tony Marr. And a lot of people are like freaking out about that. There could be lawsuits. What if he wants to take over? I'm not worried about it, at least not yet. That's something like, again, I found out that news like 2 days ago, and I put in another $1,000 worth into Earth 2 today. So that shows you how worried I am about it. And then OMI, Vivi, that collectibles app, the next drop will be Tokidoki. And yeah, like I said, with the gems down here now at 0.004 something cents, per coin, yeah, those gems are going to be burned to the moon the next drop, and I can't wait. And then be prepared. You're going to see NFL, you're going to see MLB. Players with millions of dollars are going to buy their own NFTs because that has happened already in sports cards. Players buying their own cards. They're going to do that with NFTs as well. There are players that are asked to be paid in Bitcoin. Players are young. Players know exactly what's going on. They know what the future is. So you're going to see a huge spike in usership when that happens. You think any of these NFL players are not going to be on their Instagram? I got my NFT, it's my own NFT. That is just clout. They're just going to be loud with their money because that's what happens. That's going to be good for us. It's going to be very good for us. Let them be loud. Where's my curry at? It's not financial advice, but sushi down 15%. I haven't looked into sushi. I love sushi so much. Well, the actual sushi, not the coin sushi. I haven't looked at it. I might at some point. Crystal Stroud says, instead of the Polar Bear Club, you can name it the Strip Club Polar Bear. Oh, that's really good. Crystal Stroud, I'm stealing that idea. I'm going to screenshot that. And I'm sorry for looking at my double chin there. Yes, I'm definitely I'm gonna credit that to you. Quattro says, do you still follow the Pokemon market on the side? I heard Shining Legends may get a reprint. I don't do modern, so anything like post 2009, I have zero idea what's going on in the Pokemon market. Well, I mean, actual modern, like, stuff is coming out now. Yeah, you can't keep on the shelves. It's just, it's chaos out there. It is mayhem like I haven't seen literally since the 90s. Closest would be Pokemon Go, when they had like 16 million or 20 million users. Even now, Pokemon Go has many users. That still, once VV announces Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon Go still has 1 million users. Wraithax says, Gary V is set for his NFT drop tomorrow at 17:55. Just a heads up. So that's something I'll probably report on tomorrow night. Will be Gary V's NFT drop, because that's something that'll be that's gonna be pretty epic. I might try to cover in the morning as well for my European folks. Wow. So okay. So So that'll go at a time. He's just releasing his art. For those of you that don't know, again, Rayfax, thank you for that $5 super chat. For those of you that do not know, Gary V, even though I've mentioned him before, but just joining in, he's got millions of people following him. He's worth a couple $100 million. Almost anything he touches turns to gold. People will do what he says just because that's how influential he is. So NFTs, I don't think that's going to be connected to VV or Earth 2 right now. Although Akomi and VV do follow him, and that's something that, there's a connection where they usually don't follow. If you go on who they follow, It's, oh, here's like one of the writers of Batman or the voices of Harley Quinn. That's something that they usually don't follow people that they don't have business dealings with. So it's something that might be in the works that they might haven't yet to cross the T's and dot the I's yet. So I'll keep you all posted. I'll probably be there live, doing stuff with them. So yeah, so the Pokemon market, like I said, I haven't seen this type of chaos since the '90s, and Pokemon, the high end market, that will never go down. The only thing that would go down, like it has been, like I said, we're in a buyer's market for Pokemon right now, is like the middle market, the stuff worth a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s, maybe even 5 figures. It goes below. High end market, 6 figures and above, that will continuously always go up. They're not just going to find a warehouse of super secret battle promos or Trophy Kangaskhan's or Pikachu Illustrated. That's just not going to happen. When you do have a bunch of people like Unlimited will stay this price for a long time. Shadowless is rarer than first edition. One print run of first edition, one print run of Shadowless. Many people didn't know what Shadowless was for a long time, so it got played with, got destroyed. Some people might have thought it was fake because it didn't have the first edition and it didn't look like the Unlimited. So just be advised, Shadowless is probably a little undervalued for going with base set. Everything else, first edition, WotC, PSA 10, Holo, that's really all of what I invested in. Moving on. I simplify. It says, I would like to reserve my spot on the moon. Moon 2 to the moon. I simplify, you crazy. Dougie Fresh says, do you have the first edition Charmander? I actually did. I actually had two of them. I sold one for like $600. I sold the other one for like $1,800, like $200, something like that. I bought them both for like $50, so I made a lot of money on those. But yeah, I had to sell because I was buying that Trophy Kangaskhan last year, so I actually don't have a lot of Pokemon cards left. I don't, and what I'm selling, I plan to rebuy in the future, just at a premium because it's going to go up. But yeah, those first edition Charmanders, PSA 10, they were going for like $3,000 at one point. I don't know what they're going for now. Crypto Neon says, not gonna lie, I downloaded the app, but I ended up not mining because I didn't know where I could store or sell Pi. So after I mine, I didn't want to just be stuck with it. Well, right now, I don't think you can even. You might have a wallet that you can put it into, but it's not going to be able to for buy or sell until December. December is when they should be able to put it out on the market. I don't know where, but it has like 15 million users, 15 million miners. So a lot of people know about it. Even if you're not actively mining, you at least know about it. So Pi is something I enjoy. Dougie Fresh says, how long does it take to get one Pi token when you mine on your phone? You start to do it depending on how big your network is. You start mining like 0.1 Pi an hour or something like that. And however many more people you get in your network, the more Pi you mine. I'm up to mining like 9 Pi an hour like now or something like that, or 9 Pi. You mine a certain amount of Pi each second. But I have like 13,000 Pi, give or take. But again, I predict it's only going to be about 10 cents per Pi, so $1,300. But again, you wake up in the morning and you click a button, and that's it. So it's basically free money for me. And I was doing that when I was extraordinarily busy. Did Dashi move? Something moved. Sorry, maybe it's been a little late. Hudson says liquor in the front and poker in the rear. Oh, was that the name of that club? I'm so bad with names of clubs. I never remember any of those. I don't go clubbing that often. How much Pi do you have? Yeah, about 13,000, give or take. And again, Raythax, thank you so much for that $5 super chat, or pretty much all the super chats here. Saying Gary V's NFT drop tomorrow, 1755. Yes, Master will be pleased. I can't wait to view that. Hudson says, hey buddy, just bought a $200 in pig finance, and it took off, went up 16,212% today. Bought $200 in pig finance. That is interesting. When I think pig, I think two different things. I think of this one $5 scratch off where they were like pig robbers. They were robbing a bank. That was really fun. And then pigs in a blanket. Are any of those have anything to do with this pig finance? Let me know on that. $32,000 profit. Oh my God, Hudson, oh my God, that's incredible. It says, yeah, they are stupid and risky, but if you get in and out fast, do it. Wow. I can't condone that. Like, obviously, clearly you did it. Clearly you made like a year's worth of salary in one day. Oh my God, you mad lad, Hudson. Like, congratulations. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever done that in one day. Wow. R8 says, that's the move. The SHIB train has treated me well too. Wow, you guys are just, man, I'm Mr. Slow Guy over here with doing the long term. Okomi is 0.044. That'll be a great big burn when the next drop comes. And again, I bought a couple hundred more today as well. Even though I didn't have the money for it, I did. Crypto Neon says, I'll give it a shot. You give him the old razzle dazzle, Crypto Neon. Hudson says, that's not accurate. Wait, what's not accurate? Yeah, it's a $32.4 thousand profit. Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, guys, I do love you. I do have to go. My voice is dying. I also have to pee. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I owe Crystal Stroud a scary story. I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, bye-bye. I simplify. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow. Everyone pray for my throat. Meow.